Faith, a concept that is often mentioned but still not fully understood, has the power to change routines, decisions, and even how we face challenges. But does it actually have a significant impact on daily life? Many would say yes, but few explain how it translates into tangible and practical actions. Imagine being able to face each day with a sense of protection and abundance, with the assurance that something greater is guiding your steps, and that, even in moments of uncertainty, there is a positive energy that supports you. This article combines faith-based teachings with examples of resilience and confidence. Get ready to discover not just stories, but also practices that can change the way you live each moment, with simplicity, inner strength, and a daily practice that inspires and transforms. Constant prayer is more than just a simple routine. It's the nourishment that keeps the flame of faith alive. According to many, devoting a few minutes to a prayer focused on protection, positivity, and gratitude can change one's life. Imagine someone closing their eyes before starting work and visualizing a day full of opportunities for personal growth, reinforcing clear intentions and surrounded by invisible forces that provide abundance and simplicity. It is not just about words, but a true connection that extends beyond the tangible, like an invisible talisman of energy protection. Incorporating prayer into daily practice is a powerful reminder that there is a greater force guiding every step. It is like carrying a symbol of trust, felt in every breath, even though it is unseen. Many people use mantras, which are brief statements of faith that, when repeated, cause the energy of the day to flow in a positive and abundant manner. For instance, repeating, "I trust and am grateful for what is to come," is a simple yet profound practice that can calm and purposefully fill the mind. It's interesting to note that these practices gradually shape resilience and develop the inner strength needed to face life's uncertainties. At times of difficulty, prayer also becomes a source of inspiration. It is this moment of communication with God that restores trust and shields the mind from doubts and fears when the chaos of modern life tries to consume tranquility. Some people combine prayer with practices like meditation, where in silence, they perceive symbols of protection and prosperity that renew energy and reinforce positivity. When practiced, this habit ceases to be merely a solitary practice and becomes an integral part of daily life, a tradition that connects the individual to a larger community of shared faith and spirituality. It is at this point that trusting in God's plan becomes crucial. Believing in God's plan is a journey that requires more than words. It requires genuine dedication and almost tangible trust. When Joseph was sold by his family and spent years as a slave and prisoner, he had no idea that this difficult path would be the key to his future success. However, it was his faith in divine protection and purpose that kept him strong. This story reminds us that even when the path seems full of obstacles, there is an energy working behind the scenes, guiding each step with growth and transformational intentions. The challenge is to maintain trust even when circumstances seem contradictory. It may seem difficult to put this into practice, but it's really easy. Consider how the seeds of perseverance, fed by faith, blossom into opportunities and personal growth during times of doubt or difficulty. Like Joseph, who found the will to persevere in the face of hardship, we must remember that the current circumstances are only a part of a larger plan, a piece of a puzzle that eventually reveals its beauty and purpose. Use statements like, "I accept and trust in the plan that is being drawn for me," repeating them during reflective and meditative moments. When we consider Abraham, who waited for years on the promise of a child, we get a clear example of how trust and gratitude in the present help to maintain peace in the face of expectation. The practice of reaffirming this trust, even when everything around you seems to contradict it, is a ritual that nourishes faith and protects it. There is no doubt that, like Abraham and Joseph, each of us has the tools in our hearts to visualize and attract abundance and positivity, even when the outcomes seem distant. Thus, faith becomes a defense against life's fears and uncertainties. Faith is more than just a passive belief. It is a powerful shield that guards the mind and heart from the storms of fear and uncertainty. Imagine a person facing a significant challenge, such as an important decision or a job interview. At these times, faith acts as an invisible talisman, an energetic protection that envelopes the individual and fills them with confidence. This protection is what separates those who succumb to anxiety from those who face the situation with resilience and a calm head. Likewise, this is developed by visualizing oneself in a positive light and with inner strength before each challenge. It is profoundly transforming to realize that, despite hardship, one has a strength within oneself that is bolstered by spirituality. It's like having a talisman that keeps the focus on what matters and repels negative energies. When faced with doubts, whether about a new journey, an unexpected opportunity, or even everyday questions, having a daily practice of faith and visualization strengthens this barrier. Mentally repeating phrases like, "I am protected and confident," may seem straightforward, but it's actually a ritual that brings peace and fosters personal growth. It is common for fear to try to infiltrate and take hold during difficult times. However, faith acts as a barrier that prevents this feeling from turning into paralysis. Biblical stories, such as the one about David facing Goliath, clearly illustrate this point. It wasn't just David's courage that led to his victory, but also his unwavering faith. In daily life, this can be applied by remembering that trust in a higher power brings clarity and diminishes the power of fear, even when everything seems uncertain. At this point, possibilities arise, and the mind is prepared to recognize the miracles and potential healing that may occur. Faith has the ability to open doors to the extraordinary, turning the impossible into reality. Who hasn't heard of the woman who, in a moment of pure faith, touched Jesus' garments and was healed after years of suffering? This kind of miracle reminds us that even when all earthly solutions seem to fail, faith in God is the key that opens up new possibilities. It is a clear indication that spirituality has healing and transformational potential beyond what the human eye can see. These stories encourage us to reflect on how to cultivate a faith that moves mountains. Including this trust in daily life may mean performing rituals that strengthen the connection to God. This can be as simple as creating a meditation space where the mind can connect with healing and positive energies, using protection symbols like a garlic pendant, or even setting a specific intention. These small objects carry the simplicity of ancient traditions, but they also have an inner strength that can deeply nurture the soul. As a result, every practice becomes a reminder that the invisible world is filled with abundance and protection for those who seek it with faith. Miracles don't always have to be spectacular in everyone's eyes. They often appear in the small moments of everyday life. It could be an unexpected recovery of health, a kind gesture during a time of despair, or a solution that emerges when hopes have already been dashed. These experiences, though silent, are a sign that faith, when nurtured with devotion and positive affirmations, brings prosperity and renewal. The practice of visualizing these daily blessings and expressing gratitude for them strengthens the circle of positive and confident energy. It is with this mindset that practical teachings can be applied to live in harmony with the truth. Applying faith in daily life may seem abstract to many, but it's actually a straightforward and practical practice. It's crucial to realize that spirituality should not be limited to formal prayer times. In the course of life, everyday actions can be transformed into small rituals that encourage growth and optimism. For example, starting the day with a statement of gratitude like, "I am grateful for the protection and abundance in my life," is already a powerful step. As a result, every gesture, no matter how small, carries the intention of attracting positive energy and strengthening confidence. The practice of faith can be seen in everyday interactions, such as when we choose to approach a situation with empathy and resilience. It is common to face challenges that seem to test our limits, but using words of encouragement and positive visualization helps us overcome these obstacles. A common practice is to carry a small talisman or other symbol of spirituality to remind us that prosperity and protection accompany every step. Maintaining a clear intention in all activities, even the simplest ones, helps make faith a daily routine of self-help and resilience. In addition, guided meditation is an accessible method for strengthening spiritual teachings on a daily basis. Set aside a few minutes at night to relax in a peaceful space. Close your eyes and observe protective lights surrounding you. Reflect on every situation in which spirituality may have influenced you, even if it was in a subtle way, and visualize growth and prosperity. This practice helps strengthen trust in the presence of something greater that works in your favor by connecting with spiritual traditions and symbols. And when we put this mindset into practice, we create space for ourselves to be inspired by uplifting stories. Inspirational stories have the ability to ignite that spark of hope that sometimes seems to fade in the face of difficulties. When we read about David facing Goliath or Paul overcoming countless trials with unbreakable faith, we realize that spirituality and trust are the true sources of inner strength. These stories demonstrate that even in the most difficult situations, it is possible to keep your head held high and believe in the divine protection and abundance that come with it. Every story encourages us to reflect on how to apply these lessons and find positivity, even in our most challenging days. The stories of faith transcend time and inspire simple, powerful practices that can be incorporated into daily life. Imagine using Paul's resilience when facing adversity at work or seeking David's courage when we need to make crucial decisions. These are the associations that bring life to spirituality, transforming it into something tangible. Reflecting on these examples, particularly during uncertain times, strengthens the belief that kindness, protection, and growth are possible for anyone who walks with intention and confidence. These stories also remind us that faith and gratitude are deeply connected. The ancient traditions mention simple rituals, such as holding a symbol of prosperity, that link us to a larger community and remind us that we are never alone. In these stories, we find the strength and courage to continue our journey, understanding that every challenge we face is an opportunity for personal growth. With each example of victory and overcoming, spirituality transcends words and becomes a daily practice of transformation. Now, with so many faith-filled quotes in mind, how can we not use this knowledge to strengthen our own journey? Faith is not just a belief. It is a practice that can change people's lives in ways that few can imagine. How can I start applying all of this? What small steps can you take today to strengthen your spirituality, put more faith in God's plan, and protect your mind against doubts and fears? Practices such as prayer, meditation, and the use of protective symbols can shape your daily responses to challenges. What simple rituals can you adopt to strengthen your inner strength and attract prosperity? If you're ready to embark on a new phase of growth and confidence, it starts now. Make faith your shield, visualize the opportunities, and let positive energy guide your actions. Don't stop here. Share your thoughts with us, as well as how you apply them in practice. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to keep learning and being inspired. Together, we will create a community of gratitude, resilience, and transformation.